From Divine Sister of the Light, Adrienne Elise, November 11th through 18th, 2024, Perfect Timing, Supernova Astrology Update. We have been feeling the tension of Mars in opposition to Pluto for the last couple of weeks. Mars has now moved over into the sign of Leo, where he will turn retrograde at 6 degrees on December 7th. Mars is just completing the first of 3 oppositions with Pluto. This is the only one with Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto will make the big move into Aquarius on November 20th. Mars will oppose Pluto at the beginning of 2025. At 1 degree Leo and Aquarius, and again near the end of the retrograde cycle on April 26th at 3 degrees. Mars, our warrior, is slingshotting us into the Aquarian age. Venus is just coming off of a square with Neptune. Our feminine is fighting for the return of the dream of what is right, good, and true. We are trying to come out from underneath the lies and delusions of the Piscean age. Venus is pushing us to get back on track with the original Christ consciousness timeline. In order to do that, we must face all of the hidden darkness within. Remember, it is up to us to take back the magic and miracles of the Piscean age. Supernova, that's you. We are reclaiming our true selves. Venus moves over into the sign of Capricorn on November 12th. As we begin to examine what true feminine authority might look like, Venus will come into square with the nodes of the moon at 6 degrees of Aries and Libra on November 16th, the same day that Saturn turns direct. It's a new way now, and only a relationship with the Great Mother Divine Feminine Principle can move us forward. Mercury is in the sign of Sagittarius, preparing for a retrograde starting on November 26th. Mercury will make 3 squares with Saturn for this retrograde, the first one happening tomorrow, November 12th at 12 degrees. This Mercury retrograde is about reawakening the quest for spiritual evolution. It's about remembering that we are so much more than we have been told. Mercury will square up with Saturn for a second time on December 7th, the same day that Mars turns retrograde. In order to get back on the optimal timeline, we must nurture our leaders of light back to the stages of life. These retrogrades are lining up perfectly to nudge us deeper within, in order to find the strength to share our light with the world. Mercury's 3rd square with Saturn will happen on December 28th, giving us a powerful message about the year ahead. It's our world now. We can recreate the dream. We just have to rise and grab a hold of it. Mercury will also make 3 oppositions with Jupiter and Gemini, calling us to express all that has been suppressed within us. Mercury's retrograde is bringing the energy of the Jupiter square Saturn transit, which happens exact on December 24th and 25th. It's a magical Christmas season as we push the wheel of time back in alignment with her world. Jupiter in Gemini says we claim back the timeline by speaking our truth. Perhaps that is what the 6 months of retrograde energy is about. We must go within in order to truly bring forward our gifts. The time is now, or after this retrograde season, for us to shine forth as the light that we are. Mercury will make his first opposition with Jupiter on November 18th at 18 degrees of Sagittarius and Gemini. We are coming up to a full moon, which happens on Friday, November 15th at 24 degrees of Taurus. Uranus sits at 25 degrees Taurus, which puts the moon in conjunction with the sun in exact opposition with Uranus for this full moon. This full moon is highlighting the key issue of the shift we are in. We are claiming back what is truly ours, which means an abundant life on all levels. But dare we be worthy? Do we deserve it? This full moon is about clearing all of the shame and low self-worth which may be still standing between us and our inner treasures. The world is waiting for us to shine, supernovas. This is a final battle and deep trip to the wilderness. Are you ready to let it all go? Pluto moving into Aquarius is making it so that we can only take what is really real and in alignment with the ideal. All ego constructs are blowing up in our faces. She humbles us back into the simple divine. With Saturn and Pisces turning direct just before this full moon, we are getting the message that it's game on. And all that is left for us to step onto our optimal timeline is to learn to feel worthy of the light that we truly are. From AdrienneElise.com.